Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please join me in welcoming NARTA Class 49 graduate recruits. Remain standing, class, as we post the colors. Here to sing our national anthem is Recruit Heyman of the Pinal County Sheriff's Office. Recruit Heyman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Recruit Heyman. Leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance is Recruit Dean of the Flagstaff Police Department. Recruit Dean.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Present arms. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order, arms.
Thank you, Recruit Dean. And for our invocation, please welcome Recruit Wantlin of the Camp Verde Marshal's Office. Recruit Wantlin.
Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us here today under your love and protection. Thank you for the command staff and instructors for not only sharing their knowledge and experience with us, but equipping us for our future battles. Thank you for giving us motivation and dedication to become police officers. Father, I ask that you please enter into each one of our hearts, guide, direct us, and always keep us safe, and let us always return home to our loved ones. Lord, please give us patience, strength, courage, dedication, and compassion to strive to do our best, and protect our communities. I ask this prayer in Jesus' name I pray, and I'll be careful to give you the praise. Amen.
Well, good morning and welcome to the 49th graduating class of the Northern Arizona Regional Training Academy. Thank you to all of you who are joining us online. We know you'd much rather be here with your loved ones and friends, but we appreciate you being there with us online and in spirit for sure. My name is Nate Avenshine. I'm a lieutenant with the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, and I have the distinct honor and privilege of serving as the Academy Commander. As a graduate of NARTA Class 2, I'm honored and humbled to see how far that this great law enforcement training academy has come. Today is a very exciting and proud day for law enforcement as we gain 25 new police officers who have made the decision to commit to a profession in which a servant's heart and love for their fellow man and for their communities is a necessity. They have chosen to do this with the heart and the mind of a guardian and with the spirit of a warrior. They've spent 20 long weeks at the academy preparing for this day. This journey began with a group of individuals who in time and through hard work and dedication became a team, facilitated by shared experience of successes and failures. Through this, they were able to discover themselves, their peers, and their place in this profession and their lives. Today, they are one team. I'm honored to see the transformation as they sit here today, full of pride and unquestionable devotion to this profession and to their communities. The graduates here today represent 11 law enforcement agencies throughout our great state of Arizona. They have done an outstanding job. Their agencies and families should be very proud of them. I'd like to take a moment to recognize those agencies and their representatives today. Camp Verde Marshal's Office, Marshal Corey Rowley. Coconino County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Jim Driscoll. Cottonwood Police Department, Chief Steve Gazelle. Flagstaff Police Department, Deputy Chief Dan Musselman. Page Police Department, Chief Drew Sanders. Pinal County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Mark Lamb. Prescott Valley Police Department, Chief Steve Roser. Sedona Police Department, Chief Charles Husted. Yavapai Apache Police Department, Director Nathan Hubretzi. Yavapai College Police Department, Chief Gerald Monahan. And the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Scott Masher. Thank you to each of your agencies for sending such high-quality recruits and the newest police officers in Arizona. I want to also give thanks to the NARTA Users Group, our partners, and the board in which guides and directs the actions of NARTA, and we appreciate their support and appreciative of all that they've given us so that we can have this and run this successful academy. I would also like to thank Yavapai College for the support and commitment that they have given to this academy over many years and to the communities throughout the state of Arizona. The commitment and support from Yavapai College has provided an atmosphere for a great partnership with NARTA and one that has contributed to the success of the best academy that we can offer, and obviously, in my humble opinion, the best academy in the state of Arizona. I'd also like to thank our program coordinator, Miss Katie Hoffman. She's committed to success of each class, and she handles the day-to-day operations with efficiency and professionalism. Katie truly is the glue that holds this program together. Her tremendous efforts and dedication to NARTA, as well as Yavapai College, is second to none. Thank you, Katie, for what you do. I'd also like to recognize Mr. Scott Farnsworth, the Associate Vice President of Student Success and Dean of Sciences, Health and Public Safety, who is also a great supporter and a friend to NARTA. I'd like to play a short video message from Dr. Lisa Ryan. Dr. Ryan is the Yavapai College President, so please listen to what Dr. Ryan has recorded for us.
Good morning. On behalf of the District Governing Board and Yavapai College, I send greetings to you on this beautiful day in Yavapai County. I'm Lisa Ryan, President of Yavapai College. Yavapai College is honored to have the opportunity to train the next generation of law enforcement professionals at our college in partnership with the Northern Arizona Regional Training Academy. The safety and security that you provide to our citizens gives them the ability to pursue their dreams. And for that, we are incredibly grateful to you. 2020 has been a difficult year, to say the least. And as many look forward to the future with high hopes, I think it's important that we reflect on all the great things that have been accomplished, notably your completion of this rigorous program. It would have been very easy for you to get distracted this year, to give up on your goals or push them back to a less demanding time, but you didn't. You took the opportunity to train, to learn, to challenge, and surprise yourself with all that you could do. And I have no doubt that it was incredibly challenging. The world was so much different just 10 months ago. But years from now, today's headlines will just be a cloudy memory. And you'll be able to look back with pride and say, look what I accomplished during a pandemic. So thank you all for the work that you provide to our state, our county, and our communities. And on behalf of Yavapai College, congratulations on completing your NARTA training, and good luck to you all as you continue to realize your dreams and make the dreams of our community possible. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan, for that welcome message. So during week 4 of the NARTA Academy, a class president is elected by his or her classmates. The duties of the president include class projects, developing community programs, overall organization, and class leadership, and at times, the herding of cats. So would you please welcome me in bringing NARTA Class 49 President Recruit Mike Keppel from the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us on this very important day. And to those family and friends who are joining us on live stream, we are very sorry that you couldn't physically be here with us, but we know that you are watching and supporting us from afar. I have had the privilege to lead Class 49 through this journey, and what a journey it was. I know for me and a lot of other recruits that first day when the drill instructor introduced himself, we were shocked and didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden, we were doing push-ups and leg raises, all while chanting, "Attention to detail," and "Teamwork is key." The physical exhaustion during those first few weeks left most of us limping and hobbling both on and off the college campus. And just when we thought it couldn't get more stressful, Stress Management Day came. Sergeant Cook, I hate to break it to you, but you can't physically get changed out into an entire new uniform in 2 minutes and then make it into a classroom, which, surprise everybody, it's been tossed. But in all seriousness, that day taught us the importance of managing your stress and techniques that we would end up using for the rest of the academy and into our careers, which is one of the great things about this academy. Everything we did from Fight for Life Day to punishments for various reasons, there was always a lesson to be learned in the end. A method to the madness, you could call it. Commander Avenshine told us a story that I would like to share with you because I think it defines very accurately what our roles are as law enforcement officers. He told us a story about the Battle of the Bulge, where American soldiers were retreating and the Germans were advancing. It was at this time the 82nd Airborne were deployed with 3 tasks. One was to stop the retreat of the American soldiers. The second was to hold the line, and the third was to push the enemy back. While retreating, a sergeant in a tank destroyer saw one of these 82nd Airborne paratroopers digging a foxhole. They pulled up to the paratrooper, and the paratrooper asked, "Buddy, are you looking for a safe place?" In which the sergeant replied, "Yes." The paratrooper then confidently and proudly said, "Well, park your tank behind me because I am the 82nd Airborne, and this is as far as the enemy is going." I tell you this story to say that for that American tanker and all of its men who were extremely exhausted and weary from the battle, that paratrooper was the line. He was the one that was going to defend them and keep them safe. So just like the paratrooper, us as law enforcement officers are the line for the communities we serve. We are the ones who will rise to the occasion and stand in between good and evil. As our story continues, the paratrooper's determination became contagious and comforting. So as the night went on, more and more retreating American troops who saw the roadblock stopped and joined forces in order to strengthen that line. Through that cold, miserable night, they became a team. And everyone knows that a team is much stronger than just the individuals that it's made of. On the first day of the academy, we were 25 individuals in our own cliques. And as the academy went on, and through all that we have accomplished, we developed from individuals into a team. We became a strong team made of lifelong friendships and the desire to protect and serve and uphold the Constitution. And I know I speak for everyone when I say that we are going to work as hard as we can to fill the shoes of all law enforcement officers before us. We will not let you down, and we will do our darndest to live out your legacy. And to my classmates, I have one question for you. What is your why? We have all heard that this job can be difficult, and it takes a special type of person to complete the tasks that we are faced with. But we must remember our why in order to prevail in this profession. Whatever your reasoning may be for wanting to join law enforcement team, I encourage you to periodically remind yourself throughout your career what that reason is. Now, I know I joke around with you saying that I all hate your guts, but in all reality, it was my privilege to serve you as the president of Class 49. I'm extremely proud of all of you and all of the hurdles that we have overcome. It's a true honor to be a part of your team. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone involved in the process of this academy. I would like to thank all of our families for supporting us and putting up with all of our crap. I know that the academy and this lifestyle affects our family. I know this because one night while my mom was sitting on our couch, my 3-year-old daughter walked up to her and said, "Mimi, do this," as she starts performing HGN on my mom. Not to mention all the times I pulled out my boots to shine them. My daughter brought over her little pink cowgirl boots and started applying black polish to them. That's what the good stuff is made out of. I would also like to thank all of the instructors for all of their time. And thank you to all the volunteers who now have permanent scars on your wrists from all the rookie handcuffing, and for wearing the red man suits to let 25 of us recruits beat the crap out of you all day. You might be a little bit crazy, but we couldn't have done it without you, so thank you. I'd like to thank our RTOs, Officer Williams, Deputy Lanou, and Detective Alva, as well as Sergeant Cook, Drill Instructor Barry, and Commander Avenshine, for putting up with all of us for the last 20 weeks and imparting your experience and wisdom into our lives. Class 49, congratulations, we made it. Now go enjoy your careers because you deserve it. And I'm sorry I have to do this, but, well, see you later.
Thank you, Mike. You definitely brought an interesting dynamic to this class, but you did a great job in your leadership. and also in, like you said, serving your classmates, which is an important role of a leader. So thank you for your example. Next, I would like to introduce our guest speaker. County Attorney Sheila Polk is an Arizona native who received both her bachelor's and law degree at Arizona State University. After a clerkship at the Arizona Supreme Court, Ms. Polk worked in the Arizona Attorney General's office for 11 years before she and her family moved to Prescott in 1994. There, she joined the Yavapai County Attorney's Office, where she specialized in the prosecution of felony crimes, including elder abuse, sexual offenses, and repeat felony offenders. In November of 2000, Ms. Polk became the first woman elected to the position of Yavapai County Attorney and is currently serving her 5th term. Ms. Polk was also just reelected to her position. In addition to overseeing a staff of 100 employees, Ms. Polk serves on the Governor's Human Trafficking Council and chairs both the Arizona Prosecuting Attorneys Advisory Council and the Arizona Criminal Justice Commission. She is chair and founding member of MAT Force, the Yavapai County Substance Abuse Coalition. Ms. Polk is the driving stimulus behind the nationally renowned law enforcement course, What You Do Matters, Lessons from the Holocaust. And in 2018, she was awarded the Guardian of Freedom Award for her tireless efforts to teach lessons from the Holocaust to police officers and prosecutors across the nation. On a side note, one of the things that I'll add is we teach that class. Ms. Polk and her crew teaches that class here at NARTA in our final weeks of the academy. To my knowledge, we're still the only academy in the state of Arizona that has that course as part of our curriculum, and it's something that we take a lot of pride in knowing the lessons that we can learn from the Holocaust and the importance of our role as guardians of the freedom that we have here in this democracy. So I'm thankful for that. I also just want to thank Ms. Polk. I've had the opportunity to work with her for a lot of years, and she's always supported NARTA tremendously, as well as our law enforcement, our communities. So please join me in welcoming Ms. Sheila Polk, County Attorney of Yavapai County.
Thank you, Nate, for that wonderful introduction. And good morning, NARTA Class 49, esteemed faculty, and honored guests. Just as Nate was saying, last week I had the privilege of teaching to you the class titled What You Do Matters, Lessons from the Holocaust. And you'll recall that we began our class by asking you to reflect on why you have chosen to become a law enforcement officer and what your role in the community is. Your answers were truly heartwarming and reveal how much you all care about the community around you. Your responses included to serve the people of my community, to help others and never ask anything in return, to be a leader and a role model, to be there for those who are in need, to show others how to do it right, and to follow in the footsteps of my family. A few of you gave an answer I had honestly never heard before in all my years of teaching the class. You said you wanted to show the world you are not all bad, and that there are lots of good men and women in the law enforcement profession. But that answer caused me to think to myself, I wish the world could see what I see every single day in my interactions with police officers. I wish they could see the little things you are called upon every day to perform when no one is paying attention and how consistently well you do it. I wish they could see you, NARTA Class 49, and what amazing men and women are entering the law enforcement profession. And I wish they understood how much we ask of you, of all of our police officers, and how deep you will need to dig on some days. I want to tell you about an incident that happened in Clarkdale earlier this year. It was mid-morning on a Thursday. A call came in to 911 about an injured person. A single police officer was dispatched to assist medical personnel. But when the officer arrived at the home, he encountered a chaotic scene. A violent, out-of-control 33-year-old man, his mother, whom he had beaten, cowering in the kitchen. This man aggressively advanced on the officer, first yielding his guitar and then a knife. The officer used all of his training to attempt to de-escalate the situation, to no avail. And then suddenly, the officer heard moaning and became aware that there was an injured 4-year-old boy on the couch. You can imagine the chaos, the panic, and the emotions. The officer's desire was to help the boy, all the while attempting to de-escalate the aggressor. When the man came at the officer with the knife, the officer shot him. The officer then turned his attention to the boy and the woman. The child had been severely beaten by his father. A second officer arrived, and medical personnel quickly airvacked the boy to Flagstaff and provided medical assistance to the assailant's mother. The 33-year-old assailant was pronounced dead at the scene, and 2 days later, the boy succumbed to his head wounds and was taken off life support. It's a sad story, and perhaps too sad to share on your graduation day. So why am I telling you this story? Because I think it illustrates how much society will ask of you and how much you must be prepared to give in return. You are entering one of the most difficult and challenging jobs imaginable, a profession of unending service to people and communities. As a first responder, you must make split-second analyses of complex, irrational situations, rapidly sorting out who poses danger and who needs your help. Witness gruesome accidents and crime scenes. Administer often life-saving first aid. Detect drug and alcohol impairment, and reverse a heroin overdose with naloxone. You will become specialist on a staggering array of subjects, and society's expectation is that you will consistently perform well. Modern-day policing demands that our law enforcement officers become experts on mental health, substance abuse, domestic violence, terrorism, geography, psychology, animal control, drug identification, weapons, self-defense, transportation, federal, state, and county laws, and that you have an intimate knowledge of the people, places, and things in your own communities. You have memorized stacks of legal standards. You will compose mountains of reports recalling every minute detail, and you will become masters of the legal system, where you will be called upon to tell your stories of your work with utmost veracity. And even when you're off duty, you'll find yourselves helping underprivileged kids, working security at events, and stopping on the highway to offer help to someone in need. So I'd like to ask Jeremiah to put up you put up the photo, perfect. So I want to share this photo of 2 Yavapai County Sheriff's deputies from a scene in Cottonwood in September of last year. And I love this photo. And unlike that first crime scene that I described, this one has a much happier ending. It was around 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon when deputies were dispatched to a scene regarding a man throwing beer cans from his truck window and yelling at folks nearby. And when the deputies arrived, they found the man asleep at the wheel of his Toyota pickup, which was still running. And in the back seat, there were these 2 little boys, a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. The deputies woke up the driver, who was clearly impaired. The breathalyzer would later show a BAC of 0.21, well over twice the legal limit. But I love this photo because it shows the humanity in these police officers. The boy's mother had been called, and the boys, although crying, were otherwise okay. The officers could have chosen to leave the boys in their car seats in the truck, but they didn't. They did what instinctively we would all want to do: pick up these babies and offer comfort to them. The photo also illustrates, I think in a very compelling way, the myriad of things that we ask of our officers day in and day out, most of which is outside the public's eye and does not make the national narrative. Your chosen profession requires you to be a peacemaker, social worker, car mechanic, negotiator, savior of pets, children, and adults in distress, friend to the lonely elderly, friend to the mentally ill, a role model, leaders and servants to all, and sometimes a babysitter. Now, in your 20 weeks here at the Academy, how to comfort young children was not part of your curriculum, nor is it a requirement to become a police officer. But I guarantee you that you will find yourselves in situations where that is exactly what you will do, not because you were instructed to, but because that instinct, that humanity, is what defines you, what sets you apart. Most people understand the call of conscience, but many choose not to act. You have chosen to act. You have chosen a career that, by definition, is answering the call of conscience. And as a police officer, you have the power to heal, to comfort, to protect, to serve. You have the heart of a servant, and communities across Arizona are fortunate that you have answered that call. We can take down that photo, thank you. So on behalf of everyone in the criminal justice community in Arizona, I'm proud to welcome you to this great profession. I want to take a moment to recognize the outstanding leadership of the Academy Commander, Lieutenant Nate Ovenshine of the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, your class sergeant, Sergeant Casey Cook of the Prescott Police Department, your wonderful RTOs, and the NARTA Board Chair, Prescott Police Chief Deborah Black, and Vice Chair, the Camp Verde Marshal, Corey Rowley. They work hard to provide you quality training to prepare you for this profession and set the high standards for your performance that the public has every right to expect. In just a few minutes, you will take your oath of office, accepting your roles as our guardians of freedom. And with that oath, each of you becomes the living, breathing fabric of the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the state of Arizona. How well you do your job every single day, in every interaction you have with the public, and every interaction you have with one another defines the health of our democracy. It is truly an honor for me to welcome you into this noble profession. You are now part of our law enforcement family, and I am immensely proud to be associated with each and every one of you. May you always be worthy of the power entrusted to you by the people. May you always bring honor unto yourself and to the agencies you represent. May you always be deserving of the support and faith of your spouses, children, and parents, and all those who believe in you. And may God hold you in the palm of his hands and keep you safe. Congratulations, NARTA Class 49.
Thank you, Mrs. Polk. It's now my honor to introduce to you the man behind Class 49, the man who represented NARTA as the class sergeant. This role, hands down, is the most influential role at the Basic Training Academy. The man who sets the standards and holds the recruits accountable to our values and our beliefs. A man who is committed to the best possible basic training available to our recruits. He has played an influential role in modeling the recruits into what they are today. Sergeant Casey Cook comes to NARTA from the Prescott Police Department. He too is a graduate of NARTA and someone who cares tremendously about the profession of our Arizona peace officers and our graduates. Please join me in welcoming Sergeant Casey Cook with the Prescott Police Department.
I'd like to first start off by thanking Lieutenant Ovenshine for his leadership and his high professional standards he sets for himself as well as this academy. It's been our honor to have you as our class commander. We appreciate your leadership and the guidance, so behalf of Class 49, myself, and the staff, we thank you. Before we get to the accomplishments of Class 49, there are several other people we need to thank. I would like to start off with the agencies that allow their officers to instruct and volunteer their time at NARTA. It's their hard work and dedication that I believe sets us apart from other academies. They commit their time, their expertise to ensure these recruits are prepared for the next step in their training. They're more than just your instructors. They're your mentors, your coaches, and role models for each and every one of you. They love what they do, and they teach with a level of enthusiasm and passion that's just inspiring. Proof of their passion and commitment to NARTA, many of them do this on their own time. They are a credit to the agencies they come here from, and once again, on behalf of Class 49 and the staff of NARTA, I would like to thank them. Next, NARTA, I believe, has been very fortunate to have a very respected and effective drill instructor. Class 49 had the distinct pleasure of having Deputy Barry in this role. He leads by example and reinforces NARTA's core values of integrity, teamwork, and attention to detail. He's firm, but I believe he's always fair, and he shows that he has a true care for the recruits. Deputy Barry, thank you for all your hard work and dedication to Class 49. If you please join me up here, we have a certificate for you. I believe one of the most influential rules at the Academy is that of our recruit training officers. They have the opportunity to play a vital role in the overall development and success of each individual recruit, as well as your entire class. Class 49 was extremely fortunate to have 3 very diverse officers who were dedicated to the success of this class. They worked extremely hard making sure the recruits of Class 49 were prepared and successful. They led by example, did an outstanding job of mentoring the recruits, and I once again consider myself very fortunate to have the opportunity to work with each one of them. I can't thank them enough for all they've done for myself as well as the recruits of Class 49. Could you guys please join me up here? It's Deputy Blake Lanew from the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Phil Alva from Pinal County Sheriff's Office, and from Prescott Valley Police Department, Officer Matt Williams. One last person we need to thank. As you can imagine, there is a very long to-do list that goes into each and every NARTA class. From building our schedule, the logistics of planning, coordinating with our user agencies, records maintenance, meals, lodging, and it just continues. Those are just a few of the examples of the duties of our Academy Program Specialist. NARTA is extremely fortunate to have Ms. Katie Hoffman as our program specialist. She's worked tirelessly behind the scenes over the last 20 weeks to make sure the day-to-day operations of NARTA run seamlessly. She is without a doubt the backbone of our program. She's dedicated to the success of NARTA, the staff, the recruits, and the instructors. Katie, once again, we can't say thank you enough on behalf of Class 49 and all the staff. You truly keep us all in line. If it wasn't for you, we're not really sure how things would go. Now we're on to the part that you guys probably been waiting for. We're going to start with our awards. NARTA is committed to the excellence in all areas of our training. The Academy staff would like to recognize outstanding individual performance in 4 areas. The first award is the Physical Fitness Award. This award is based on the performance and outcome of 2 different physical fitness tests that are taken several times during the academy. The first is the police officer's physical aptitude test, more commonly referred to as the POPAT. This test consists of the following events: a 99-yard obstacle course, scaling a 6-foot solid fence, a 6-foot chain link fence, a lifelike 165-pound dummy drag for 32 feet, and a 500-yard run. The second test is the Cooper's test. This test is a series of maximum push-ups to failure, maximum sit-ups in 1 minute, a vertical leap, a 300-yard run, and concludes with a 1.5 miles. These tests measure strength, endurance, and overall conditioning. The recipient of this award finished with a very impressive 986 points out of a possible combined total of 1,100. This may be only the 3rd time in this academy I've said his actual name. From the Flagstaff Police Department, recruit Xavier Navarowski. The second award we have is for the high score during our firearms training. This award is based on the performance and outcome of 4 daytime qualifications, 3 nighttime qualification scores. Each qualification requires the recruit to shoot 50 rounds at distances ranging from 3 to 25 yards within time constraints. Each qualification has a maximum score of 250 possible points. And once again, Class 49, you guys did exceptionally well in this area. We ended up with 3 recruits tied for the top shooter award with an average score of 248.5. To achieve this average, all 3 of these recruits only dropped 2 rounds out of the 350 rounds that they fired during their qualifications. That would have been recruit Urado, recruit Mangiusina, and recruit Apostolic. But we can't have a tie. It's just not the way it works here, correct? As a tiebreaker, all 3 of these recruits shot a qualification commonly used by SWAT teams. It incorporates magazine exchanges, multiple targets, and moving while shooting. The winner of the Top Gun Award for Class 49 completed this qualification with a perfect score. Congratulations to recruit Joseph Apostolic from Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. The third award is our Academic Achievement Award. At NARTA, we place a very strong emphasis on our academics. And this class, once again, performed exceptionally well. As a class, you ended with a class average of 96%. So congratulations to all of you for taking your academics seriously. After 18 weeks of testing, Class 49 had several recruits within 1% of each other vying for the top spot. The recipient of this award came out on top with a final overall GPA of 99.3%. That's impressive. Top academic award for Class 49 goes to recruit Shayla Wallace of the Sedona Police Department. Our final award is the Officer Tyler Stewart Honor Recruit Award. This award is presented to the recruit who best exemplifies the traits and characteristics of a peace officer, and it is selected by their fellow recruits. It's a very meaningful award, as NARTA was founded in 1996, and since that time has graduated recruits representing law enforcement agencies from all around the state. We'd always consider ourselves fortunate to have not lost a single NARTA graduate in the line of duty. Tragically, this changed on Saturday, December 27th, 2014, when Flagstaff police officer Tyler Stewart was killed by an armed subject during a domestic violence investigation. Officer Tyler Stewart attended NARTA Class 36, graduating on May 8, 2014. During his time at NARTA, Officer Stewart made a profound impression on NARTA staff members, instructors, and fellow recruits. He exemplified the character traits expected from all law enforcement recruits while at NARTA. He was disciplined, motivated, and selfless. With the presentation of this award today, we hope to both honor the recipient for a job well done, as well as honor the legacy of Officer Tyler Stewart. The recipient of the Tyler Stewart Honor Recruit Award was a great example of professionalism and character. The recipient was always positive, was a team player, and a leader throughout the last 20 weeks. Their overall performance was well above average in all areas. This recruit was highly respected by the fellow recruits, instructors, staff, and is a credit to themselves and their agency. It's with pleasure I present the Officer Tyler Stewart Honor Recruit Award to recruit Allison Dean of the Flagstaff Police Department. Now I have some words just for you guys. Class 49. Day one of your 20-week journey seemed like a lifetime ago. Yet it also seems like it was just yesterday you guys walked into the class unsure of what to expect. You spent 20 weeks of leaving your families on Sunday, knowing that they would have to pick up the slack for you while you were gone. Weeks of test after test, of inspections, of sir, yes sirs, what felt like a lifetime of PowerPoint presentation and classroom instruction. Strenuous physical conditioning, defensive tactics, proficiency training. You endured 20 weeks of long days, knowing at the end of the day your work wasn't done and you needed to put in extra time on your own in order to be successful. Your sacrifice, determination, hard work, and commitment has brought you here today. On top of all of this, you got to experience the coronavirus. I know it added an entire other dimension of stress most recruits never get to experience. But in true Class 49 fashion, you pressed on despite last-minute schedule changes and that ever-present thought on whether we would even be able to make it here today for this ceremony. So Class 49, today we honor you. I'm proud of each and every one of you in here. I admire you for your hard work, your dedication, and the level of resolve it took to get here today. You've earned it. It's truly been my honor to have had the opportunity to be your class sergeant. I congratulate you, wish you nothing but the best, have fun, stay safe, and thank you for your willingness to join this noble profession in these times. At this point, we'd like to play your class video. I know you guys have been waiting to see it.
The majority of what you're going to do is preserve the peace by upholding the rights of individuals in this nation. That's what we do. It's not about you. It's about this nation. It's about the people that we serve. When you step into this profession, it's no longer about you. If you're here for you, you're going to fail. I promise you that. It will come out and it will be seen that you're selfish and you're here for your own personal gain, and you'll be washed out of this profession because we're harder on ourselves than anybody else is in any other profession. So it's not about you. Remember today that this is the first day that your life is about service to others, not service to yourself. From now on, that has to be your focus. You have to remember that. And so it's no longer about you. It's about teamwork, it's about integrity, it's about attention to detail, it's about honorable service, it's about upholding the rights of the citizens that you swore to serve and that deserve to be protected fully and with 100% effort at all times. I want to introduce you to your drill instructor, Deputy Stephen Berry with the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
On your feet! Why are you moving so slow? Why are you moving? Why are you moving? What's your name? What's your name, recruit? Why are you looking at me? You think I'm pretty? I'm here for 4 reasons. I'm here to provide motivation, discipline, and direction. The 4th reason is to reap the tares. I'm here to find those that have a servant's heart. Sergeant Cook.
Morning, Class 49.
Morning. What is your problem? What is your job? What is your job? On your feet! Why did you do that?
Without a servant's heart, you will not make it through this. We will find that out, and we will send you home.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, breathe.
Get off your knees. We have another problem. Hurry up!
Do not feel like you need to close your eyes. You are in a safe environment right now, so you can if you like. And if not, you can just softly close your eyelids as if you're almost falling asleep.
It's a temporary ID, so we're able to get into the building.
Sorry,
Yes, sir. We didn't scan our first ID to be able to get into the building, sir.
You have 2, but don't forget to fix yourself.
Sorry, yes, sir.
What is all this? Like it's a train.
Sir, untucked shirt, sir.
Think you're a drag racer?
Tuck your shirt in too.
Then why do we have a parachute with us? Why are we hauling a parachute around?
Sir, I didn't tuck it in properly, sir.
You better figure that out as well.
Sir, yes, sir.
Ninja boys,
Big gun
you're
here?
not gonna greet me? You're
Morning, sir.
gonna be rude to me this morning right off the bat?
Sorry, sir. No, sir.
Did you lay on your back in this white shirt?
Sir, no,
Are you
sir.
sleeping in the parking lot?
Sir, no, sir.
Why? Did we shave today?
Sir, no, sir.
Why not?
Was my decision legal?
Is that professional?
Sir, no, sir.
Family.
You think you're here for a GQ magazine shoot?
Sir, no, sir.
What do I have on you right now? I think that's wise.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out! Get on your face! Get on your face! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are you still here? What is taking so long in here? What is taking so long?
You guys are all coming in, and your guys' parkour skills are really. So we're gonna show you a little video.
As creatively as possible. So technically,
Parkour! Parkour!
Gonna figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Oh, it's out there anyways.
What's going on tonight?
Oh, he's running his mouth about me spending money. I'm the one that makes money. All the money.
House party. So, this is frustrating. I don't know if guys stay here all day long. Yeah. I did. That was COVID shit. You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
So, I'm gonna navigate this up right now. She says,
I don't have any weapons.
So make sure if you're doing it out. Do you have anything that's gonna hurt me?
What else do you want me to do?
Just stay like that. Nothing's gonna poke me, prod me. Stick with it. Matching up the weapons, okay?
Stop! Get away from him! Go away from him! Alright, put the knife down. Step to your left. Keep going. Away from it.
Big hand motions. There we go. Like you're swatting at flies. There you go. There you go. Oh, first time. Pedestrians.
Yes.
Taser, taser. Taser, taser.
Here we go, Dean.
What agency you work for?
Vice officer! Get back!
Good strikes.
Get back!
Get both those hands going. You gotta get both hands going. No pushing. Strike, strike, strike.
Get back! Knife! Knife! Get out! Knife! Knife!
Stay in the game, Dean. Stay in the game.
Dispatch. Adam 76, I need backup. And medics. I got 3 guys. One I shot, officer involved shooting with a knife. Need medics too. 1100 East
What happened to you?
Sheldon Street. I was pepper sprayed.
Good job. Some good memories, huh? Congratulations on that. So at this time, we're going to be presenting the graduates with their badges and certificates. Before I begin this, though, I do want to give special thanks to Congressman Paul Gosar. Congressman Gosar had hoped to be here today, but is still in session in Washington, D.C. Congressman Gosar provided each of the graduates with a congressional certificate for their achievement and wanted to thank each of you for your dedication to your nation and communities through your selfless service. These certificates will be given to you with your as-post certificate as you come on the stage. Luis Barrientos, Pinal County Sheriff's Office. Tyler Benally, Page Police Department. Samantha Brogdon, Yavapai Apache Police Department. John Castillo, Camp Verde Marshal's Office. Chad Heyman, Pinal County Sheriff's Office. Joshua Tomasetti, Pinal County Sheriff's Office. Bryce Wantland, Camp Verde Marshal's Office. Joseph Apostolic, Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Anthony Davis, Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Michael Keppel, Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Anthony Mangiaracina, Coconino County Sheriff's Office. Evan McLean, Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Isaiah McReynolds, Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Tyler Montefusco, Coconino County Sheriff's Office. Joseph Pisani, Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Aaron Soto, Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. Jamaica Abbott, Sedona Police Department. Allison Dean, Flagstaff Police Department. Megan Felton, Yavapai College Police Department. Brandon Urato, Cottonwood Police Department. Xavier Neveroski, Flagstaff Police Department. Ari Quinones, Prescott Valley Police Department. Zachary Smith, Cottonwood Police Department. Brandon Thomas, Prescott Valley Police Department. And Shayla Wallace, Sedona Police Department. It's now time for our NARTA graduates to leave behind their status as recruits and forever accept the oath of office. Administering the oath of office and swearing in of our new peace officers today is Sheriff Scott Masher. I've had the privilege of working with Sheriff Masher for over 24 years. Sheriff Masher will be retiring at the end of this month. Sheriff Masher has served the last 10 years as Sheriff of Yavapai County. Sheriff Masher has served the citizens of Yavapai County with honor dedication, and distinction for over 32 years. Sheriff Masher is and has been a longtime supporter of NARTA and was one of the first NARTA commanders to serve in that role. On a personal note, Sheriff Masher was a brand new lieutenant and the first lieutenant that I ever got to work with as a rookie deputy at Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. He was also my first SWAT commander, and he's been a mentor and a friend. And so please welcome Sheriff Scott Masher.
Good morning. It's an honor and a privilege to be here today for this. I know how difficult of a program this is, and you were all successful at it. So congratulations on that. Commander Alvenshine, thank you very much, sir. It's been a pleasure working with you. Our county attorney, Sheila Polk, I mean, that was so accurate what she said about our profession and what it is that we do as servants in this business. And our oath of office is our foundation, and we are protecting individual civil rights and liberties of our citizens of this country. And it's something that I want you to always remember. At our office, every time someone promotes, we give the oath of office again, just to remind them how important this is. So having said that, I do want to thank Yavapai College for their partnership for the last 20-some years here. I noticed Sheriff Lamb is here, just came in. Sheriff, Merry Christmas. With that, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution and the laws of the state of Arizona, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and defend them from all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of peace officer according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Thank you very much, and let me be the first to congratulate you as the newest peace officers in the state of Arizona. Merry Christmas and God bless. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you again to those of us who are joining us online, those of you who are showing your love and support from the parking lot. We appreciate it. We can hear you, and your family and friends can hear you. Thank you for supporting these new officers in this great academy. Officers and deputies, I congratulate you on your new careers. I'm confident you will serve with honor, with integrity, with dedication and selfless service to your communities and to the great state of Arizona. Never forget your motto, service before self. It has been my honor and my privilege to be a part of your journey. Guide on. Please march your fellow law enforcement officers outside. At such time, you will be dismissed, and may God always bless and protect you and your families, and have a Merry Christmas. Thank you all for the honor of leading you. Guide on.